Welcome back to a new video on the Untitled channel. Today, I'm going to be showing you an intermediate / advanced level tutorial, and you'll be asking, how is it both categories? Well, it depends on your previous experience coding. If this is your first time ever really coding, then this is going to be an advanced tutorial because you don't know the fundamentals of Roblox Studio. However, if you've done a little bit of coding before, then this is going to be an intermediate because you got some fundamentals down. However, I'm going to be going step by step on showcasing this. And this is going to be a very long tutorial, probably about 22 minutes. So strap in, get your computer ready, get your drink ready, get your food ready, get everything ready. Before you begin, make sure to subscribe, turn on all notifications, like, and comment something. So and share with your friends. Why not? To help motivate me into recording more tutorials like this. So this is, as you can see, I have a already pre-built GUI. I have a standard key system as button, text box, and button. But if I make this invisible and make the mainframe visible, you can see that I have a basic little GUI that actually, well, does not work right now, but it's going to be able to work later on. However, so all you really need for these is just for the mainframe is a button. You can call it whatever you want. I named it toggle, a title, and a frame. So title is just a text label. The button is obviously a text button. So this is the text button and this text label. And if you want to have the corners like this, I just insert a UI corner. It helps with some design. And then if we close this out, the key system. Sorry if I talk a little low. I have a sore throat because I was at the haunted house last night. The key system consists of a text. No, that's a text button. Also a text button and the key input, which is a text box. Text box, and then and a text label. And if you want a UI gradient, the way you set it up is just click on this, click on these little dots, click on the color you want, and just click on this and drag it all the way down. And obviously a UI corner. So we got a basic little UI down. Yes, this took me about 10 minutes to do. So anyway, real quick, we're gonna go ahead and just script the actual main thing. But first, sorry about that. My dog came into my room and I had to get him out. Anyway, hope y'all can hear me pretty good. Sorry for my voice and bad my quality overall. Anyways, so what we need is a plugin. It's called GUI to Lua. So come to your toolbox, and if you do not see these two options, go to View, Properties, and Explore. And now for the toolbox, click on this. And you would visually spawn in the model section. Click on the models, click on plugins, and give it a minute to load. Go to your search bar and type in GUI to Lua. Give it a minute to load. It'll take a little minute. Yep. By the way, as I said, go subscribe. Doesn't hurt nobody, but it helps a lot. Now, obviously, you can get the source code in the description below for free. Anyways, as you can see, it spawned us to this. There's multiple. I'm going to be using the free version called GUI to Lua Revamped. Click on Install. GUI to Lua Component Revamped by Footsy. I have not seen these two yet, so once you installed it, it should be in your plugins. We'll use this later on. So now we can go ahead and drag this key system into our server storage for now, because we don't need it. Make this visible. So now in your toggle, go ahead and add a local script. Boom. Very simple, very fast. Actually, no. Let's drag this to our mainframe. Now let's go ahead and name this. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and name this. Let's just name it aimbot logic. As you can obviously name it to whatever you want. So now let's go ahead and create a little section. Ooh. I'm gonna name this variables. So now I'm gonna do local toggle, which is gonna get our button. So local toggle equals script parents. Now I want to find toggle. Okay, and then we're just gonna do _g dot aimbot equals false. Okay, now let's do toggle dot mouse button one click connect function. We're not gonna put anything in that function variable. And we're gonna do if _g dot aimbot equals false. Then we're gonna make it true. aimbot equals true, and then we're going to set the color of toggle to toggle dot color 3. Make sure to do text color 3. You can also have this in your text button. I'm just doing it into mainframe just for better looks or whatever you call it. So then we're going to set the toggle dot text color 3 equals text color 3. Excuse me. We're going to do from RGB, and then we want to oh, excuse me, sorry about that. I had a brain fart. Now I want a green, so you can obviously go to the little wheel right here and get it from here. However, if you want it deep green or like the PS to green, do 0, comma 255 2 or comma 0. Or if you just want it like a moderate green, just do 170, comma. So I like mine pretty green, so let's see how that looks. And then versus 170. Okay, 170. I'm gonna go full green. And also, this one right here, that's all, which stands for red. Right here stands for G, and then this one stands for blue. So each goes from 0 to 255, 255. So yeah. Anyway, now I'm gonna set the text to toggle that text equals inbox on. You can set it to whatever you want. Now I want to add an else statement. So if this is true, then we want to do underscore g dot abot equals false. Wait, yeah. So it's pretty much just we're copying everything, just except this estimate, but everything in here, and just reversing it. So I want to do toggle dot text color 3. Ooh, sorry about that. It echoes so much. I have to try and talk quietly, otherwise all you're gonna hear is echo. So anyway, now color 3 dot from RGB, and now we're gonna do 255, comma 0, comma 0, or let's see how this looks. I'm gonna do 255. Now I just want to set the toggle text to aimbot off. Or you can use it enabled, so I'm going to actually do that. Obviously, you can have the text or whatever you want. So now if we go ahead and spawn into the game. Also, I'm not going to be testing it on camera, but mainly because I don't feel like going through the corner link for tests and I don't have enough money for sign-ups. So as you can see, if we click on this, it does all that magic. Which real quick in my text label or my text button over here, I'm gonna change this to disabled. So then it auto generates or automatically sets to that. Whew. So this was just to test it. So now let's actually get the coding. So delete all of that. Local toggle equals script dot parent dot toggle. Local camera this time. So when I identify the camera, so local camera equals game dot workspace dot current camera. Local player equals game get service. So we're gonna get most of the service of players, and then we're gonna get the local player. And then obviously we want to identify our aimbots, so I'm going to set that to false. So now I want to set this as, now I want to add a area for our aimbot activation. So now I want to do toggle the mouse button, we'll click connect function. And I want to do if underscore g dot aimbot, just like what we did just now, equals false then. I'm not going to explain this part because I just did. So aimbot equals true, toggle dot color dot text color 3 equals color 3 dot from RGB on 0 255 comma 0 toggle dot text equals, God, I don't know how to before aimbot enabled. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste this. So copy, and then when I do else, it's just to false. This to 255. That's a 0. It's just to disabled. And then, so now that we got that set back up again, let's go ahead and create a function. So we're going to do function closest player. It's going to show this as an error, however, later on, when I want to call it, aka it's going to be considered like a callback type thing. So it's going to go away because if you do local function, it's going to go away. However, we don't need a local function because it's already in a function. That's how I think those functions work. I'm not really sure. I just know that we need to use a function. So now let's go ahead and do. Sorry, my voice sounds weird. I'm gonna keep saying that because bro. Anyway, so now let's do local distance equals math dot huge. So real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and add a note saying a very large number, and it can go above 1,000,000. So math.huge is a very large number, and I want to set our target to nil. Nil is the representation of nothing, aka absolutely empty. So now I want to do it for I, comma v in pairs, and now I want to do game get service players, and now I want to get players do. So for those that don't know how this works, I stands for index. So this is really just putting all the players, aka get players, into a table. A table for each item in a table is given an index, aka number. So I is just telling us what number in the table we're at, and then V is telling us what value of the index we're at. So let's say index was set to 1. So and the value for 1, let's say it was Jack or Roblox. So we're going to get value. So this is setting to the number, and then we have the value. And then obviously in the table, which is players, because we're getting the players from the service of players. Then we're going to do, and now let's go ahead and do if v, aka value, does not equal to local player, then if v dot character and v dot character find first child, and now we're going to do head. So we're going to find the first thing represented to head, and v dot team color is not equal to local player dot team color and underscore g dot aimbot. Then, so let's go ahead and let me tell you this. So if v dot character, if there's a character, and v dot character find for sure, so if there's a head, and then if the other player's team color is not equal to local player, aka our player, the team color. So this is team checking it, and if this is active, then well, my voice sounds so weird. Anyway, now let's do local magnitude equals parentheses v dot character dot head dot position. So this is getting the head position of the other player minus local player dot character dot head position or dot head dot position, and then outside these parentheses, we're going to do magnitude. We're going to just do if magnitude is less than distance, then magnitude distance equals magnitude, and then we're going to set the target to v. So now if we come out of here, come to where we start the loop, we're going to do return target. So this is going to return the target and set the target to this. So once we're finished with the loops, after we get every player in the table, we're going to go ahead and return the target, which then sets the target to this. Whew, that was a lot. Now let's go ahead and create a new section. And let's name this, let's go ahead and name this aimbot functionality. As you can see, I like to keep my script organized. So now let's go ahead and create some settings, or a setting. So local setting for settings equals brackets keybind. So we're going to go ahead and set our keybind. And I do not see that. User input type dot mouse button 2. You can set this to like a key letter, which I'm not going to showcase because I honestly forgot how to do it. So I'm just setting it to where the right click is clicked. So now let's go ahead and create. Now also, I don't think I mentioned this. I'm going to be showing you how to code a key system in the aimbot. If I did, I'm sorry. I forgot if I did. So local URS, which actually now let's just do user input service equals game get service user input. So we're getting the user input service, and then we're going to set local aiming equals false. So obviously we're not aiming when we activate it. So user input service dot input begin. So when there's an input, connect function IMP. If IMP user input type equals settings.keybind. So because this is gonna activate when there's a new keybind, such as if we just press slash to start typing or enter, we need to make sure that it's our keybind. So if it is our keybind, then we're gonna set aiming equals true. Now let's go ahead and copy this. Ooh, go ahead and copy this. And now I want to go ahead and change this to input ended. And then I want to set this to false. So if let's say we will finish typing, but we had our aiming equals true. However, we stop typing and press enter, so that's going to end our keybind or our input. But we don't want just ending a different input to be our keybind. Therefore, it's going to end our aiming. So we need to make sure that it's our keybind that was ended. Hopefully that made sense. So now let's go ahead and get the so game get service run service dot vendor stepped connect function. We're just about done here yet, guys. So now if we are aiming, then hammer dot cframe equals cframe dot new hammer dot cframe position comma closest player. As you can see, that arrow went away. Dot cancel dot head dot position. So what this is going to do is that it's going to lock us onto the player's head because it's going to set our camera C-frame in position to the closest player that care to that head that position. And this is getting the in this function up here. This is not getting the closest head to our mouse. It's getting the closest head to our player. So that way it won't just zoom us down. So well, actually, I forgot. So, whew, that was a lot. But guess what, guys? We're not done yet. So real quick, I went ahead and created an example of tutorial in GitHub. And you may be asking, why? Well, this is because if we just have all the GUI in the same script, they can just go to devx and make that visible instead of entering our key. So I went ahead and created a web tutorial so we can use the load string command or variable or script, whatever you call it. This is so it loads in that script, however they cannot view it. So let's go ahead and you can go ahead and create a GitHub account if you have not already. Click on this plus sign, new web tutorial, name it whatever you want. Now I'm gonna go ahead and click add file, create new file, and give it a minute to load. So now I'm gonna go ahead and name this aimbot.lua. So now before we add that, go ahead and click out of the script. So we can go ahead and close that. Click, and now let's go ahead and click on our GUI. Come to our plugins, click on GUI to Lua, click convert. And now we'll make sure that you give it permission. As you can see, it created a script with literally all of the properties. So our position is, oh god, our RGB for my main frame is set to 71, 71, 71. And if we go to that, it obviously is set to 71, 71. So what this does is really just converts the GUI properties and all of that into a script. So now let's go ahead and click randomly in the script. Click on Control A, which is Command A for Mac, I think. Now Command C or Control C to copy it. Now go into our web store. Go ahead and put Control V or Command V. Sorry, I'm stuttering so bad. And as you can see, it pasted in all of our script. So go ahead and click Commit New File. And if we click on the file, as you can see, we have all of this. So go ahead and click on raw. We'll actually click back and right click on that and then open link a new tab. As you can see, it obviously did this. We're not going to touch that for now because we need to work on our obviously key system. So we can go ahead and delete this script. And now let's go ahead and we'll finish that. So let's go ahead and make this invisible. And now let's go ahead and drag in our key system. Woo, we've done so much, but we're not even close to finish. See, I'm telling you, I'm going into deep detail. Very deep detail. Very, very. Anyway, so obviously just keep that on later on so we can use that. So go ahead and go into your key system. So now let's go ahead and once you got everything done, go ahead and click local script and name this whatever you want. I'm gonna name mine key logic or key system logic. Oh yeah, make sure you put that as .lua because that's the language that Roblox uses. How they made their own version of Lua called .lua U, but it's just gonna go by Lua because it's still the same properties. So now that we're in the new script, let's go ahead and actually begin coding. So we need to create a new setting or section for our variables. I cannot work in an unorganized script. So now you have all of this. Make sure it has its own individual names, otherwise it's going to be very hard for us to identify it. So now let's go ahead and do local get key. Get key. Oh yeah, let me explain this because this is about to confuse the heck out of people. So most people are going to be commenting, how do the people know to get the key at? Well, I'm going to be showing you how to actually copy the link, whatever you put it in, or I can't speak. The link that takes them to get the key. So so when they click this, it's going to copy the link to the clipboard, and they're going to be able to paste that into the browser. And let me just put this short. This is going to be by most executors, including Synapse, Cornell, all of them good executors, preferably level 7 plus executors. They have their own variable called copy to clipboard or no set clipboard. So yeah, now this is gonna be a very simple script, and this is gonna be a standard one. So we're not gonna be having auto generate like Cornell. So we're gonna go ahead and preset that so that so go ahead and have a button for them to click to get your key. Sorry. So now let's go ahead and do local get key equals script dot parent dot get key. So you want to get the button. So what we're doing right now is just getting all the important stuff. So local check key, which is also a button. Script dot parent dot check key. Okay. So now let's do it. Go ahead and do local key input. Key input equals script dot parent key input. So this is our text box. Make sure it is a text box, else they're not going to be able to enter anything. So now let's go ahead and create our key. You can obviously just do any like this. However, if you want your key to be more secured, I recommend going to this website or go to a website that randomly generates passwords. Or actually, real quick, sorry I'm getting off topic. Let's go ahead and we can drag this to source real quick. Close this out and come into our service script, and I'm gonna go ahead and kill this real quick. Let me go ahead and do random key generator. Let me go ahead and cut this real quick. Nope, I'm just gonna go to a key generator. Anyway, so I recommend going to a website that generates a password. So random password generator. So random password generator. And I know a good one, so random.org. I recommend generating up to 5 passwords, and I recommend setting the maximum to 24 passwords. And I'm gonna go ahead and go with a good looking one. So I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. So now that we got that, let's go ahead and beat this back into here. Into our key system we go, into our key system logic, and go ahead and paste in your key to there. Okay, so that took longer than I expected. So local key system equals get our parents. That's just ready for into the frame. And now let's go ahead and do check key system. This is going to check the key. So obviously we're going to go ahead and create a quick little function called destroy login. And we're going to name the script or key system destroy. And then out of here, let's go ahead and do, so when they check the key, that mouse button will click connect function. And so what happens is when they click our check key, which I have as this button right here. So when they click our check key button, we're gonna go ahead and check the text. So in this case, my text box is named key input. And make sure that if you put a placeholder text, make sure you put it into the placeholder text. I mean, obviously you can put it into the text. I just recommend sending it to placeholder text. So if the key input text after they inputted it, hopefully, equals key, then I'm going to go ahead and destroy login using the key. I'm gonna wait about 0.5 seconds. You can set that to whatever you want. You need to have a little just a little bit of a wait time. So now I want to go ahead and do a load string, which I'm gonna add later on. So I'm just gonna add a little note. And now let's go ahead and do the get key system. And yeah, I'm gonna be showing you how to actually set this up, and I mean like using link ties and all that. And that link ties actually gets you money. So get key, that mouse button, and click next function. See daisy. Okay, there you go. Go out here. Okay, there you go. So now we're gonna go ahead and see if it actually worked, or if they make sure you have the get key. So now let's go ahead and see if it worked. So game.solid.ui set core set core. Now I want to go ahead and do send notification. And now brackets, want to do title. You can put this to what you want your title is. I'm gonna go ahead and put mine copied. Now outside of those quotation marks, want to do so this is gonna be like your body or description. So text equals, I'm gonna put link successfully copied, and then I'm gonna do icon equals, I don't have an icon that I want to put, but if you want to add an icon, just use the RBX asset ID. I'll do ask, put a comment in the comments if you have obviously a question. So out of the quotation mark, I cannot speak. Want to do comma, then want to do duration. So this is how long the notification is gonna last. Equals 5. I'm gonna put it to that. So now let's exiting this notification. So what this is really gonna do is that it's gonna send a notification. The title is in my case is gonna be copied. The text is gonna say link successfully copied. And now I don't have an icon, but however it's gonna last for about 5 seconds. So now I want to wait about 0.3 seconds. Now using the executable available set clipboard, it's gonna show an error in Roblox Studio because that's not available built in. However, when you execute it, it's gonna work. So obviously this. So I'm gonna go ahead and open an incognito window. Beautiful. I do not know why that's. I've never liked it anime. So actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and open a new window. So new window. Let's go ahead and get what? God dang, bro. Anyway, sorry about that. Yes, I use Microsoft Edge. That's because I'm too lazy to install code. So head over to Linkvertise. Obviously, I'm gonna already be logged in. However, you want to when you go to the main Linkvertise website, you want to go to monetize content. Give it a minute to load. As you can see, I'm already loaded in. Also, you can email me any questions to this email right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and log out. So for the purpose of the video. So when you want to obviously register your account using email address, username, password, all of that, and any other steps it tells you. I'm gonna go ahead and log in. So I'm gonna go to my email. Obviously, you can, as I just said, this is my contact email, and obviously the one I have linked in my description. So once you log in or sign up, it's gonna go ahead and bring you to this. So real quick, we need to go ahead and go to like a paste bin. So obviously sign up for paste bin, or you could just paste as a guest. Click on paste. Which usually it'll just take you straight to the paste area. So go ahead and input your key. Or actually, we don't need to use a paste bin. You can go ahead and click out of this. You can if you want. Go ahead and click on click link. So you can obviously see that it says set your target URL or paste your code snippet. This is going to be like where it just shows the text and not take you to a link. So go ahead and copy and paste your code. So copy your code, Command C or Control C, and paste that into there. And after you paste it into there, it's gonna go ahead and pop you up to this area. This is where you have to set all your descriptions. So short link title, I'm gonna go ahead and name mine tutorial aimbot, key. And then click on that. Now it says link title. I'm going to say get the tutorial aimbot key made by Spectic. Yeah. Now the link description is going to be very long, so right now I'm saying you can get the tutorial aimbot key. Tutorial aimbot key. I told you in the beginning it's going to be step by step. Tutorial aimbot key for the tutorial aimbot exploit made by, you can put whatever. I'm going to put by Spectic, which is my YouTube name. And then I'm going to put, you have to put, I don't know why it requires this, but then I'm going to do today, one time visit needed only. So obviously you can set the frequently asked questions. It has some pre-built ones. So I'm just going to go ahead and use some pre-built in. These are my customs. So I'm just going to go ahead and add all of these. Okay, and now you don't have to add a picture or video, so I'm not. So here's what you can all do. So app download is where it makes you download an app. I don't like those, and also I don't like using the download manager. However, dynamic ads is one that brings in extremely high income. It's just like an app download, however, it's more secure. And then obviously sponsored articles. So what this does is just that have one sponsored offer in order to continue. It's done very quickly. It's just like what what I mentioned in my last video yesterday to get the link. So after that, you can obviously get the content, so you can share it to your profile if you want, or if you want to embed it. Something I forgot. Oh, you would have to go to your full script API, which I'm not going to showcase that in this video. So after copying the link, it's going to take you back to your dashboard. However, get that link and go to and paste it into there. So boom. Well, actually, we're not finished yet. So we still need to get the load string. Wow. I'm an idiot. Anyway, coming back to our main browser. As you can see, I need to go to my ball content. So you see this massive URL, right? You want to go ahead and copy that. However, now you want to do load string. Now I want to do game, HTTP get, quotation marks, and paste in your link. Now outside of those parentheses, you want to put comma true. And outside of that last parenthesis, you want to just put a quotation bunch. And wow, we are finished. If there's any errors, please let me know. If you want to see more content like this, also let me know. And I hope to see you next time on the Spectic channel. Goodbye, everybody.